Good grief. It's me, Charlie Brown, wishing you a happy Halloween. I wonder what my co-host is dressed as. You look terrible.
I hate Halloween. We're going to talk about all the scariest Pokemon entries, and I'm dressed as Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the New York Knicks. All that much, much more on this episode of the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Run that intro! Yeah, we did okay. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Happy Halloween.
Oh, it's a good day.
It never gets old.
Yeah, it never gets old. Hey, happy Halloween, huh?
Welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Which one's really Charlie Brown, huh?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm supposed to be Charlie Brown.
You're Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And I'm Linus. No, of course, I'm Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the New York Knicks.
Oh, gosh. But you didn't do this last year, did you?
No, I think I went somewhere dressed as Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the New York Knicks.
No, but on the podcast.
No, I didn't. I did Chesty Bailey.
You did Chesty Bailey. So it's new to everybody else.
Right. And I guess we didn't talk about it. I don't know if we were doing the podcast the first year I dressed up as Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the New York Knicks.
We were doing it was called the Hear Me Out podcast way back when.
That's right. No, yeah, back in Butter Than Ever.
Back in Butter.
Yeah, of course.
This is what's crazy? This is the one thing I've been meaning to change. Is our intro video when you click on the channel.
Yeah.
I feel like I look completely different from.
I think I look completely different.
Yeah, I feel like we've aged terribly.
We've aged like milk. Time has ravaged us. Good Lord.
Hey, if you're watching this, click the channel and come back to what we're talking about. My hair looks unbelievable. But bad.
I don't know. I think I understand why you'd say that.
I look like a little chicken, like a little chickadee.
I don't think you look like a chicken.
Well.
I mean, I was watching the short hair. I was rocking the short hair too.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I feel like there was something about me that didn't look healthy. I feel like there was something
As
off.
opposed to right now.
Yeah. Well, come on now. This is. Do you know a story about this guy? He had a fiance in college.
Yeah.
That he's going to marry a woman. But then he realized he wanted to dedicate his life to basketball, and he broke it off, and he's never been married since. That's how insane this guy is. Fucking lunatic, right?
But don't you kind of feel like at a certain point it was a doomed affair from the start? He was just looking for a reason.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's
but
remember when Elijah Nilsson said he couldn't go on the trip because he was such a good producer?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything to anybody else, but
anyways, yeah.
Welcome to Happy Halloween. I mean, by the time this is
Halloween,
out, this is out, it's
Happy November.
Happy November.
Yeah, this
but
is
it's
our
Halloween
Thanksgiving.
to us. It means something important to us.
I think so.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I hate Halloween.
Oh, I was hoping at least one of us would like Halloween, but I don't like it.
I feel like you like Halloween, though.
No, it's against. I know it's against my character, but I do not like Halloween. Neither one of us is a big Halloweeny.
I despise Halloween.
Halloween
sucks, bro.
I couldn't ever go and eat any of the candy because I had allergies.
Right. You had trauma.
Yeah, I've got trauma, and also I just feel like dressing up is expensive and is a hassle, and nobody is ever content with the reaction that people have.
I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
And I can happily say that I hate Halloween and I don't like dressing up. You guys watch the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
I have 9 black t-shirts. That's what I've done, and that's the happiest part is that I no longer need to make those decisions. Even as a kid, guess what I was for like 7 years in a row?
I
was a fucking Power Ranger.
And that's all you need to do.
That's all I need to do.
Speaking of t-shirts,
Yeah.
I'll have you know, I tried so hard to find just a blank yellow T-shirt in the city that I could draw with a Sharpie.
So
Charlie
that's
Brown.
Sharpie?
This is Sharpie.
That's
I put that on
Sharpie.
here. I did it myself.
Oh.
I did a very good job.
I thought you did some sewing.
I did some screen printing. Just a little last minute screen print.
Hey, you know what I think I'm going to get you for Christmas?
What?
A 3D printer.
I'd love it. I love it.
Make a fucking doohickey.
But you have to know how to do a little something.
You have to
like
know
that,
how to
right?
do. You have to know how to do like fucking computer programming.
like coding.
You have to like code a 3D shape.
Yeah.
And then the crazy part is, it takes like professional ones. It takes like 4 days to print something like fucking this big, and then like half the time it just doesn't work. It'll just stop halfway through, and you'll be like, "Well, I guess I have to try again."
If you were to send me a 3D printer,
Yeah.
my dream with it would be that I just open up my email and anybody out there can send me something that I can 3D print, and I'll have no idea what it is.
It would just send a big 3D scan of their cock or something.
And I'd print it all out and I'd hang it on my wall, wall mounted dildo.
I think it's awesome.
No, but I went to 6 different stores.
Are you
trying to
serious?
find a yellow T-shirt? You can't find it anywhere.
I feel like I find a yellow T-shirt in 15 minutes.
I couldn't. I dare you to, because you know.
What would you
2-3
call
days
this?
ago-
What is this? Something of a mustard?
This is something of mustard, and this was something that I already had. Like I ruined a T-shirt that
That's crazy.
just to
That's a
do
crazy
that
move.
because I could not find a yellow T-shirt anywhere. I went to
Really?
Target, Old Navy,
Wow.
Burlington. I went to Party City. They didn't have it there.
Wow.
You can get a yellow tutu, but you can't get a T-shirt at Party City. What the fuck is it good for?
That's
I couldn't.
very sad
I could
story.
probably, if I had searched long enough, I could have probably found a Charlie Brown T-shirt
Yeah.
there before I found a yellow T-shirt.
Dude.
I was furious.
I don't blame you.
I was so upset.
I don't blame you. Did you have a backup option? Can you give me? Are my keys right there? I need a vehicle to open this beer. Hold on. Yeah, you guys just hold on. You see, this break in action is brought to you by Squarespace, our partners who make these possible.
Supposed to respond to that. You see, we got that email.
Yeah, we got to talk. We have to talk about that. Well, no, not the T-shirt people. The T-shirt people are fucking robots.
Well, I want to get a T-shirt.
But I got you the promo code last time. They're a bunch of liars.
Well, I want to get one.
Yeah.
All right, can we? Now I'm nervous that I'm not sitting in the same spot.
Oh, cripes. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, Brendan. You're gonna make the heavy set man get up?
Yeah, why not? Jesus Christ. Spooky. I'll tell you. Because I've got I know everybody wants to see the spooky Pokemon stuff that we got.
Yeah, we're
for
doing
you.
the spooky Pokemon. Everybody relax.
But we've
Everybody
got some
calm
catching
down.
up to do. We've
Yeah, we
got some
got-
stuff, and I think these are some fun stories for you.
We gotta chew the fat.
We gotta chew the fat because you don't realize you're talking to an athlete right now.
What have you done?
I'll tell you. You know how much I love Facebook Marketplace.
Dude, I remember.
I love Facebook Marketplace. I'll go on. I check.
Yeah.
I check maybe 4 or 5 times a day, just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
The other day,
I can't get comfortable to save my life.
I can't. I'll tell you, my my left leg is killing me.
Right.
I went to a chiropractor today. That's my other story.
Okay.
I went to the chiropractor.
I told you the chiropractor is a scam.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Couldn't disagree more.
Okay.
But I found a very expensive vacuum for 75% off.
Yeah.
I walked all the I walked all the way to the apartment. Carried the thing back to my place. My leg was killing me yesterday.
Sure.
But today, my leg's still killing me. I went on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw it says, 4K 32-inch LG computer monitor. Great for streaming, great for gaming, great
course.
for editing, all that stuff.
It's great for all of it.
Great for all that. Free. Submit your offer.
And what, you had to do a 40-yard dash?
I write it and I say, buddy, I'm so sorry that it's come to this, that you had to sell this for free, because he says that he has to leave quickly. That's why he's getting rid of it.
Right.
I'm like, I'll take it off your hands. Everybody else was an idiot for not taking this offer sooner.
Sure.
He says in a group message, he says, all right, 75 of you have responded to this ad. I can't hold on to, whoever wrote first.
Oh my
God. So
God.
this is a first come, first serve thing. Whoever can get to my apartment fastest gets it for free.
That man is a genius.
He was, oh my God.
That's awesome.
Was-
What a thrill.
It was thrilling.
What? Yeah. How exhilarating.
He sends that message.
Yeah.
I'm just getting out of the chiropractor. I say, I'll be there in a half hour. I race down the block, get on the train, zoom up there. This entire time, I'm terrified that I'm going to see 75 guys get off this shit.
A horde, a stampede of just weenies needing this fucking monitor.
Oh, this is 4K.
Get it! Get it!
Dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
Running after it.
Dun,
I get
dun,
off
dun,
the
dun.
thing. I'm limping. Tripping over myself.
And this is after a chiropractor
Yeah.
has just snapped you in
It
half.
snapped me in half. I go from 16th Street to 140th Street.
That's so deep. I would have totally given up. I've been like, well.
No, I'm all the way up there. I grab it. I also have like maybe 45 minutes before I'm supposed to get to work, too. And I haven't eaten.
Right.
But I'm like, this is worth the story. I show up. I ring the bell. I say, am I the first one here?
That poor guy's going to have 75 people that he's going to have to say, no, I'm sorry, it's gone.
I say, am I the first one here? And he says, yes, you are. You get the grand prize. He comes from the basement. This thing is huge. This thing was huge.
Oh, my God.
He hands it off to me. He says, I want you to know this is a $700 monitor that I'm giving to you for free.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow. So you want me to Venmo you anything? I was like, I feel bad. He says, no, get out of here, kid.
Wow.
I take it back home with me. It's in my
And I dropped
apartment.
it.
dropped it in a big puddle.
Shattered into pieces. That's
No.
a great story.
I got it back to my apartment.
Have you turned it on? Does it work?
I haven't turned it on because I don't have I need an actual
need a
computer
computer
to connect it to.
Right.
But it, looks okay. Imagine.
Looks okay.
Looks okay.
That's what I'm saying. You plug it in
It's a
and
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. But what a story.
I guess
And hey,
so.
no money lost.
No money lost.
No money lost. If so,
No harm, no
right?
foul.
No harm, no foul. That's the
good.
big thing, right?
That's good, man.
No,
That's
I
good.
did.
I'm
I did
happy
good.
for you.
My only other story is that I went to the chiropractor. I loved every second of it.
Did you really?
I thought it was great.
Did it hurt? Was it painful?
No,
No?
it wasn't.
soothing.
I'm a little freak where I'll do stretching. I do a lot of stretching and
Yeah.
self adjustment and all that crap.
Okay.
That you're not supposed to do. But I do that every morning because I'm pretending that it's how I work out now.
Sure.
I got there and he was kind of pushing me around and whatnot. I think I pulled a muscle in my leg. He says, no, I think you have sciatica.
Sciatica. Eh?
I think I have, and
I don't know what sciatica is.
I only knew it as an old person thing. I was shaking
Right.
in my boots. I was so
Okay.
scared.
Yeah.
He was like, you have a version of it that I can fix in 3 days. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, great. He says, yeah, so just lie down on the table and I'm going to mess with the muscles in your leg a little bit. I'm like, do you need me to take my pants off? I was so prepared. I was like,
Just just ready to fucking.
well,
Drop trowel.
I wore boxers. I never wear boxers. But I
Really?
wore boxers because I'm like, I don't want this guy to see the outline of my dick.
Yeah, right.
In my briefs
No,
or whatever.
I have no
In my
interest.
tidy whities.
Yeah.
No. So I was like, I wore boxers, and he was like, no, I don't need to. You just keep your jeans on. That's fine.
What if he was like, if you want, if you want, you can, sure.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I mean,
you
he's
wanna
like,
do that, but
or he lets do it. He's like, at the end, he's like, by the way, you could have left your pants on. Creepy.
happy Halloween.
I'm not for Halloween. I'm going to be a chiropractor. How unsettling. Ew.
I'm like, what's your costume? I'm already in it, baby. He leaves with me. No, but I'm wearing jeans, and he's just this poor guy is. This guy's just the equivalent of going It was as though it's he was swatting a fly on my leg.
right.
He's like, okay,
Jesus.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm maybe he maybe does it for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, you're going to have to come back later in the week, but you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. It'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. And I walk out. I feel leagues better.
Really?
I was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
This is crazy. because all he has on the wall, he's got like a little he's got like a little certificate. It's like from the League of Chiropractors, from the Justice League. But I said to him while he was knocking me around, I said, "You ever do this for any famous athletes?"
Okay.
And he said, "No, not any famous athletes. They can afford to have someone come to them themselves."
Right.
But I'm like, "Oh, okay." He says, "But I'll tell you, a lot of rock stars come to this clinic."
Like who?
And I said, "No way. Can
Steven
you
Tyler.
Can you tell me one?" He says, "No, I can't tell you any of them."
Really?
And I said, "Wow, that's crazy." He says, "Yeah."
That seems like an unnecessary.
No, I was
secret
like,
to
no,
keep.
I was like, wow, really? I'm like, well, maybe one day you could tell people that I came here. That's what
You said that?
I said that to him.
And he said,
And
"No, I
he
won't."
he said, "I would never do that to
Like going to a chiropractor is like this weird fucking shameful.
you." Yeah.
You hear about him? He goes to the chiropractor. Like what?
I would
Who
never do
cares?
that to you.
Yeah, no. You want to try and get rid of his pain.
Yeah, I
How
don't know,
weird.
man.
I don't know if this story. If anything, we cut this story. But I was at the bar last night, right?
Yeah.
And there was this. This old this 70-year-old lady.
Yeah.
Who was clearly a former failed actress. She has like those Velcro cat toys. They're like a long thing that you can like wrap around something and Velcro.
yes.
She has one that's a big long pumpkin wrapped around her neck as a scarf. She has like a Crocodile Dundee vest and hat, and she never explained why.
She's in costume.
What was the costume?
Great pumpkin.
Sure. And this lady, this is like a dog shit bar in Astoria, and she orders a glass of red wine, and the bartender's like, "Okay," and just pours some red wine into a plastic cup. And what you could tell is getting under her skin.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I don't even know how we began talking to this lady. She talked about her substitute teaching job, and as no one cares about the kids anymore. And I said, "Well, you're a substitute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You don't care enough to have apply full time, do you?"
No.
And then I don't know how she goes, but she goes, when I tell you, no one, and I mean no one, has come close to Marilyn Monroe. No one. Everybody else. I'm tired of all these new age whores. And I go. There's some beautiful
there's
women.
some-
I was like Jennifer Lawrence. I love Jennifer Lawrence. She goes, ugh. I go,
That hussy.
yeah. She goes, ugh. She's nothing.
Nothing.
And she goes, she got pissed. She goes, Marilyn, she had this. And I said, tits? And she goes, no.
No,
I
you
go, I'm
man.
sorry.
You pig, you.
Yeah, it was just
not
like the
right.
weirdest.
That's
yeah,
not
no,
right.
Weird interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Her
I'll
name-
tell you.
I don't remember her
Halloween
name.
brings out the best of us, doesn't it?
I hate Halloween.
Hey, tell us what your Halloween costume
Who are you
is.
for Halloween?
Who are you for Halloween?
Are you being
huh?
a subscriber? You like that, right?
Yeah,
You like
sure.
that? It's smooth.
Yeah, the most popular costume this year.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a big
Bells.
meme
Yeah.
costume.
You ever think we
Be a
rebrand ourselves
philanthropist.
as just Bellhop? No productions?
I feel like it needs a little something. Don't you?
Bellhop.
We're really not doing much production.
no,
Producting.
No, producting.
We're not doing much producting.
Should be producing. Yeah,
Producing.
Yeah,
I like producting. I like producting.
something like conductor. We've got electricity.
Abduct.
yeah.
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 I don't know. Maybe I could be talked into just bellhop. I feel like, I don't know. Bellhop. Bellhop Incorporated.
Bellhop Anonymous.
Yeah.
Bellhop NSFW.
Or how about this one? Another fucking Let's Play. Something like that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I
What-
hope no one's made that channel yet.
What are we doing today? Let's get to the meat and potatoes. for the
Yeah,
people.
so
We've
we're
been
you know
yanking people around for
we're
too
like
long.
45 minutes into this damn episode.
This is 45 minutes?
No, we're not. It's
Okay,
like
I was
20
like, Jesus
minutes.
Christ.
Here. I've got
Yeah.
so it's spooky season.
Ooh. What's that behind you? What's that?
oh,
What's that behind you? Got you fucking idiot.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, oh. No. So over here, I have pulled up some of the spookiest Pokédex entries.
I don't like spooky.
No, it's fine.
You say
but
that
we're gonna
now.
read through some of them and just kind of give our commentary.
Okay, and then I think at the end we think of some underrated scary Pokemon.
Some underrated scary Pokemon. That's a good idea.
You know?
All right, so these are just different Dex entries that I've found here. Some of them you probably know because people like to riff on these Pokemon a lot.
Yeah.
But let me see. There's obvious one is Cubone. You've seen that one before.
Mom's
the
dead
mom's dead.
hat.
Her dead hat.
Her dead hat.
I think that's old news.
Old
I think
news.
That's old news. And also,
I would call it old hat.
Hey, there you go. Hey, subscribe to the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Tip your bartenders.
Tip your bartenders. One that got me. There's another one that's kind of that we've talked about on the channel before, but Drifloon, the little balloon.
Yeah.
baby.
Drifloon. It's something about floating around grabbing kids.
The official Heart Gold Soul Silver entry says.
Yeah.
It is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing.
Stupid kid. Kid deserves to go missing.
That's a little blame the victim mentality.
Oh,
I
right.
think.
Sorry.
You know, what's this Pokemon's purposes? One that's
But you got to figure that's got to in Pokemon world that has to be right up there with look both ways before you cross the street.
Don't fucking go with the ghost balloon.
If you see a fucking balloon hanging out, don't touch the balloon. Don't put the fork in the fucking outlet.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what I'm
it's
saying.
true.
The kid's an idiot.
One that surprised me, though. I think this is also one that people talk about. Hatrem. You know anything about Hatrem? That's Hatterene's little middle stage.
It's a middle stage.
Yeah, it's a middle stage one.
Normally, middle stages are meant to be forgotten.
I know they are, but this one's got a pretty great Dex entry.
Okay, I'm with you.
The moment this Pokemon finds someone who is emitting strong emotions, it will pummel them senseless with its braids until they are silent.
Good lord! What if the person's just feeling love? Just get your ass beat
Yeah!
for having a little fucking euphoria?
And it doesn't specify that it's like their trainer. If this thing is like close by, it's gonna come banging down your door.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. How weird. And also, like, that's something that it grows out of? Like,
I guess so.
Also,
no, I
isn't-
think Hatterene also has a weird thing like this too.
oh, yeah?
but
It
also,
goes around beating people
it's
up.
like yay high too.
Yeah. Fucking
So-
punt the sucker.
Yeah, little.
Is
send them
it a
flying.
physical attacker? No.
No, it's a special attacker.
So what
but
is it doing
That's not
pummeling?
gonna. It's not gonna stop it from,
Pummeling.
putting a cap in your ass.
Oh, dear. Good God.
One that I also was surprised by.
Yeah.
Musharna.
Musharna, this has to do with dreams. People
has to
having
do with
dreams.
dreams,
Little
yes.
Freddy Krueger.
When dark mists emanate from its body,
Right.
don't get too near.
Yeah.
If you do, your nightmares will become reality.
Wait, I don't get... If I get close to the mist...
If you get close to the mist that
Yeah.
Musharna lets out,
Yeah.
your nightmares become real. It brings them to life.
But then how does that only work for the nightmares?
Because it's got the pink mist for like nice dreams.
Oh.
But if it's angry, it's got, I guess we never see it, or maybe like the shiny form. I don't know. But it's
This is
supposedly
confusing to
if
me.
it has dark mists coming out of its little.
Oh, so I
its
didn't
little
realize the mist.
blowhole,
Yeah, I don't like. I don't like the hole, the orifice.
The orifice.
But I didn't realize it had multiple.
Multiple mists.
Yeah, I thought it was one mist.
Hey, the mist on Spike TV.
Watch it.
Shout out to the mist.
Shout out to the mist kids.
Yeah. Neoligo is one on here, but I don't think it's particularly.
That's an alien. We're talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, we're talking about aliens here.
Yeah. What?
Ben
Ben 10.
10.
Who's the scariest Ben 10 alien?
It's got to be Ghost Freak, don't you think?
But if you take him out,
Probably,
Ripjaws?
Duo. What's it called?
you're not having a good faith conversation. I'm trying to really give the people the facts. here.
Ripjaws is scary.
Ripjaws is scary.
Yeah, I'd say so. Or Stinkfly.
I say
If
yeah,
saw
Stinkfly.
I'd
Stinkfly,
think
that's
it's scary.
horrifying.
Cacturn has his little scary one.
Cacturn.
Uh-huh.
He is. I always forget they use dark type.
Uh-huh. He's dark type.
Grass dark.
If a traveler is going through a desert in the thick of night, Cacturn
Into
will
the thick of
follow.
it. Remember that? Remember when that fucking the
I
backyard?
fucking hated that. I'm sorry. That was such a bad song.
Into the thick of it.
People were
Into the
acting
thick of
like that
it.
was so fucking
the
catchy.
thick of it.
There was nothing to that. There are so many better backyardigan songs. Talking about the into the thick of it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I didn't realize I'd strike such
But
a chord.
Castaways. Now that's a good one.
I
Castaways.
think
we are castaways.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahoy there. If a traveler is going through the desert in the thick of night, Cacturn will follow in a ragtag group. The Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving.
Oh God.
What are they going to do?
They don't tell you
They
what
don't
he
tell
does?
you what it's going to do, just that they're biding their time, which is almost scary, I think.
But biting their time. Well, but what if
I think that's what we're doing, too, in the entertainment industry.
until we hit 45 minutes on the clock. That's what we're doing. But what if at the end, I don't know, I feel like we're making a pretty big assumption. What if they go up and they tickle them?
They go up, they say, ooga booga booga.
Booga, booga, booga.
Yeah, I quite enjoy that.
Cacturn.
Here's a fun one,
Yep.
but one that you probably already know, dear viewer.
Okay.
Houndoom.
Houndoom.
If you are burned by the flames it shoots from its mouth, the pain will never go away.
What? That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
That's a crazy concept.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fucking concept. My God.
Like you get sparked by ember off this thing.
Yeah.
That's never going away.
No.
That you're going to be stuck with that for the rest
Just
of your
chronic
goddamn
pain.
life.
No
Chronic
chiropractor's
pain.
taking that
No
away.
well, maybe mine.
Well. Wow, that's fucking heavy.
It's real.
That's
I was
heavy.
like, this makes me like Houndoom. Like
Yeah,
even more.
that's
I don't
really
know.
fucking
That's
cool.
really metal.
I like Houndoom.
Let's see. We've got one for. Here's good. Gorgeist.
Gorgeist, that's the
Spooky
pumpkin
one. That's
fella.
the pumpkin one.
I always hated that Pokemon.
I know. I was never a big fan of it. I've kind of grown to think it's kind of funny now.
He looks
but-
too happy.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. It feels a little gimmicky.
It's gimmicky.
honestly, right?
It's gimmicky.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah. They made that Pokemon to sell fucking plushies during Halloween.
Sure. Well, they had to. They got to do something during Halloween, right? What are they gonna do? What, are they gonna sell Magikarp?
Wait till you get to my underrated scary Pokemon.
Large Gorgeist, because remember they've got different types, different sizes.
What
you
a
know.
snore of a gimmick.
Large,
snore.
medium, small, and
Yeah.
micro Peter.
And elephantitis.
Elephantitis.
Yeah.
Large Gorgeist put on the guise of adults, taking the hands of children to lead them into the afterlife.
Wait, the large. This is just the large
Just
one.
the large one.
So they'll
Apparently
hold,
the hands aren't big enough.
so they'll hold it at kid's hand.
Yeah. If a kid is wandering through alone at night or whatever,
Yeah.
you're a little hand will wrap around you, and you're just like, oh, maybe this large silent
pumpkin,
creature
yeah,
is
it's gonna
taking
take-
me
yeah.
home. No, it's a big pumpkin.
Yeah, it's a
gonna
big
kill
pumpkin that's gonna
you.
kill you forever. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's with all these kids dying in the Pokemon world?
I don't really. I guess maybe because the Pokédex is made by children, right? Because that's the whole theory, right? Is that we're kids. We're running around taking pictures of these things.
But no, that's been disproved. They say like a Pokemon trainer has it doesn't matter about your age.
Yeah.
That's why you're on the same level as fucking little kids and grandpas and grandmas.
I guess you're right.
At any point, you can get up and say, "I want to be a Pokemon trainer," that's how you should live your life.
That's
kids.
how you should live your life. What are you doing watching this podcast?
Yeah,
huh?
kids, do something better.
Let's
Go
see.
become a trainer.
Go become a trainer.
But don't
personal trainer.
Whatever you do, don't hold any pumpkin hands.
Don't do that.
Nope.
My God.
That's a bad move.
Another kind of layup, Drowsy and Hypno. You've heard of these, of course.
Yeah, I've heard tell.
The one that because Hypno's always kind of been talked about as one that hypnotizes children and leads them astray.
Yeah.
The one that got me a little bit was Drowsy says it remembers every dream that it eats. It rarely eats the dreams of adults because children's are much tastier. Ew.
Something about that.
Something about that I don't like.
I really don't like.
Did you remember? Did you? I don't know if you were as chronically online as I was as a kid, or not as like a tween. But like, do you remember the lavender effect stuff? Do you remember that?
I mean, you probably have a better summary than I
Yeah.
do, but I know people were going crazy listening to that song.
It's not like real. I don't think it's actually real.
think it was
I
just,
think
like,
it was
one
just kind
guy?
of like made up online sort of hoax. But I'll tell you, that really scared me.
Yeah.
Growing up, like I think I was maybe like
Dude, Lavender
12.
Town was
Lavender Town is scary, and that music is
unsettling.
oh man, like that was so like I remember like. I don't know, like you'd watch scary Pokemon stuff or whatever, and they'd always play that music.
Yeah.
And they pitched it up a little bit, and they like always said like, if you listen to it for too long, you're gonna fucking throw yourself out a building. You know, that was so scary.
I always fucking volume off. I'm such a pussy. I really am. No, I am. I am. The scariest thing about Drowsy though is that little dick nose he has. I didn't like that one bit.
He's something of a tapir.
Something of a tapir.
I like that.
I don't think I like a tapir.
Yeah, I've never seen one in real life. I thought that for a while it was a bit of a joke. I didn't think they were real. I didn't think they were a real thing.
You try to pull a fast one.
Yeah. All right. Come on. What is this really? Another layup that I'm trying to find like fun ones. Parasect. Everybody knows Parasect is actually the
What's the
mushroom.
Parasect one?
You don't know the Parasect one?
No.
Is that it's the Pokemon is actually the mushroom, and
And
not,
it's one of the infected.
yeah, it's infected.
So Parasect is one of those zombie.
one of those
insects.
zombie bugs. Yeah,
I hate those in real life.
That's very frightening to me.
Ew.
I hate I've seen them like clips on Instagram Reels or whatnot, where
Yeah.
they have like the bug that's like hollowed out, and it's just it's so bad.
I hate
It's
it.
terrible. But that's what Parasect is.
What do you say to somebody who says like, they're in an ocean, they're in a lake or whatever, and they're afraid to piss, not out of like courtesy to people
They're scared
around
the
them,
piss sharks are gonna get them?
not the sharks, but they're afraid that some when they start urinating, it'll open it'll open their dick hole just enough for a fucking parasite to get up there, a worm to swim up your little dick hole. Like anything wants to be in your dick hole, bro. Like. You've never met those
I've never
people?
met one person that said that.
There's some people who are terrified of their fucking dick hole getting invaded.
I mean, like I think probably 10 times out of 10 I opt not to piss in the ocean. If
piss
the
in the
choice
ocean.
is if the choice is there, but I've never
I'll
been
piss in the ocean for
scared.
sport. I'll piss in the ocean. It's my first. It's my first
see
choice.
how far it propels you.
Exactly.
See how far you can get.
Love pissing in the ocean.
Let's see. Here's Beware. This is a fun one.
Yep.
This Pokemon has the habit of hugging its companions.
Yes.
Many trainers have left this world after their spines were squashed by its hug.
How many women you think have read that and got a little horny? Got a little you know?
Let's ask our audience. All the women that watch our I realize we don't have any.
Not well. Damn it! I always forget.
Ah, damn it. Gwen, if you're still watching,
Go to that community poll.
go to that community poll, huh? This was interesting to me. This one's
Yeah.
about Gengar, right?
If you're a woman in the comments,
Yeah.
I'm curious. How many women are actually watching
How
this?
many women are actually watching?
You got to
this one,
figure
huh?
what? It can't be more than 15. It can't be more than 15.
Yeah, I feel like it's not more than 10.
You think it's less than 10?
I feel like. I don't know. I mean, like,
I would set the
Comment,
over under
right?
at 13 and a half.
13 and a half. That's good. I'll give you that. Somebody who doesn't have any like lower torso.
You never know.
You never know. Gengar.
Yeah.
It apparently wishes for a traveling companion. This is the thing that interested me. Since it was once human itself,
Yes.
it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans.
But you got to figure like that's something that could be easily explained to Gengar. Like, hey man, you're fighting an
Don't
uphill
do
battle
that.
here.
Don't do that,
That's not going to get you what you want.
Yeah. But
It's
I
over.
never put two and two together that, like, the ghost Pokemon were people. I always thought that ghost Pokemon were maybe just ghosts of other Pokemon, right? But I think
Yeah.
it's interesting to think, like, this Shuppet used to be a person. You know?
It's something of it. Yeah. It's something of an interesting thing where it's like, because like you can also breed ghost Pokemon,
Yeah.
right? So I wonder if
What's going on there?
is it a requirement to have been alive to be a ghost?
Yeah.
Or can you just be a part of this this part of this dimension of existence.
Yeah. Do you
know
think
what
you'd
I
ever
mean?
breed with a ghost? You think you'd ever do that?
Well,
Be honest.
how big are they?
What are you talking about? What you if they're like 600 feet tall?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. Hey, in the comments section below. Another one that people probably know. There's a lot of obvious ones here. Bennett, a favorite of mine.
I know you have a close, intimate relationship with.
It's true. It's true. A cursed energy permeated the stuffing of a discarded and forgotten plush doll, giving it new life as Bennett.
Oh.
The Pokemon's energy would escape if it were to ever open its mouth. I thought that was a new little thing, right? Because a lot of the time they talk about Bennett is like a cursed doll that's tracking you down, trying to get its old owner. But I thought this was kind of interesting that the zipper like holds its guts inside and whatnot. I think that's kind of interesting.
Kind of gross.
Kind of gross.
But okay. Okay. What do you think about the word permeated? Whenever I hear permeate, I think of meat.
I always feel like something of an ooze.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something of an ooze.
I think of seasoning permeating the layers of meat.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't think that.
That's where my mind goes.
That's crazy.
Yep.
You know, you're a weird motherfucker.
Not wrong.
Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the New York Knicks.
Frostlass. A lot of ghost ones here.
Yeah.
When it finds humans or Pokemons it or Pokemon, I don't know what the typo here, or Pokemon it likes, it freezes them and takes them to its chilly den, where they become decorations.
I quite like that.
I think that's kind of charming.
That's
right?
kind of delicate.
But aren't you?
Because there's no maiming. No one's getting torn apart.
Yeah,
or
everyone's
eaten or
getting
anything.
a little.
It's just kind of like, oh, this one's nice.
This one's nice.
I'm thinking over here. You know what I mean?
But what if it gets you while you're scratching your ass or something like that?
I think she's got she must have some sort of like, she must try to wait for the right time.
that she's trying to put together.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be a little
for
scary.
the boys.
Yeah, for the boys.
For the boys.
Here's
How
one.
good is your paws game?
Oh God. Yeah. Let's see. That's Miss Magius, but I'm not interested in that. Here's Mimikyu, a fun one.
The Mimikyu.
Sad that its true identity may be exposed. Mimikyu will mercilessly seek revenge on any opponent that breaks its neck. So this was new to me because I knew like, oh, you look at Mimikyu, right? That's the thing is that, oh, it'll steal your soul forever.
Yes,
like,
sure.
Like Shedinja, I'm sure that one's on here too.
Yes.
But just by breaking the little costume, I mean, like you do that every time you fight a Mimikyu.
But is that his neck breaking?
I think so. I think when you watch it, it's like little head droops down.
But I don't know if that's. I don't know. I think I find it unbelievable that is its neck. I think that's just its little.
Well,
hand
it's like the I guess the costume. Really,
yeah,
right?
that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't think that's.
But then I don't feel like this thing has a neck anyway.
That's kind of what I'm saying. What
that
neck
guy
are we breaking?
That guy from 90 Day Fiance. See
that guy's crazy. I don't know how that guy keeps getting on television. I would love to talk about a guy I'd love to interview on this.
Imagine you take the Pikachu off of Mimikyu and it's that guy. He's just really tiny.
It's horrifying.
No, I don't know. Mimikyu's supposed to be kind of big. Here's Phantump. With a voice like a human child, it cries out to lure adults deep into the forest.
Hey! Hey! Help!
Hey! Help! Getting them lost amongst the trees.
Oh, and then that's when mommy and daddy come in and fucking rough them up.
I'll tell you. No, but that's the thing. What do you think? It's over here like, help.
Help.
Can I have some more Robux?
What?
It's like Roblox. I just know because I work with kids, that's all they talk about.
Roblox?
It's Minecraft and Roblox and Paw Patrol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to
Paw Patrol.
give me my iPad.
My iPad.
My iPad.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. If I heard a kid screaming in the woods.
Yeah, do you think you would go and rescue them?
Not after hearing this.
No, not after that.
Not after hearing
That's
this.
what people say. Lee Esposito, fan of the podcast and
Friend of the
former
show.
guest, friend of the show. He has a whole thing about talking about skinwalkers. You ever hear about skinwalkers?
I can't talk about skinwalkers.
I think that's scary, right?
What?
You see those things on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. You hear like it's just people in the woods, and you hear just random human voices crying out in the middle of the night. It's crazy. What is that?
I don't want to deal with that.
What is that?
That's why New York City, baby.
New York City. When people
all
cry
I
out
need.
in the middle of the night, you always know what's going on.
Yeah,
New
no, you're
York
just
City.
like, yeah, mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
One that surprised me here, Palisand. A little
Palisand,
scarier
eh?
than you'd think.
Yeah.
Palisand is known as the beach nightmare. It pulls its prey down into the sand by controlling the sands itself and then sucks out their souls. A lot of soul talk within
lot of soul.
within the Pokédex community.
Soul.
Which makes you wonder: is this a Judeo-Christian society?
Or maybe we're talking about the music genre. Disney Pixar's Soul. Starring Tina Fey and who's that? Jamie Foxx?
I think it is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
I know you didn't. I
didn't
liked it.
I know you liked it.
I liked it.
I feel, looking back, I feel.
But
as
you
though
see,
I was,
I'm not racist like you.
Well, sure. Something of a layup there, huh?
Yeah, it was really easy.
I feel as though I've been a bit harsher on it than I probably needed to be, because looking
Yeah.
at like other things, especially like, I don't know, like this, you see the trailers for this like new Wish movie. I know it's not Pixar, but it's like Disney. I don't know. I think it looks really bad. And like, okay, maybe I didn't like that the guy was the cat for so long in that movie.
He was the cat for too long.
Yeah.
He was the cat for too long.
But I should celebrate that it was creative, I think.
I thought
think
it was
that's
cool.
a good thing.
I really enjoyed how
Yeah.
it ended. I enjoyed the ending. Watch Soul. Hey, shout out to
Hey,
Soul.
shout out to Soul.
Shout out to
Nobody
Soul.
ever talks about Soul.
Nobody talks about Soul anymore.
Yeah.
But what a weird thing for like Palisand is too whimsical a Pokemon.
I know.
to have
Yeah,
like a dark.
Imagine people are like, how did your uncle die? He got eaten by a sandcastle.
castle that is a little decoration on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kooky.
Weird.
Here's one that's going to surprise you. Zarina.
Zarina. Wow, this is our first really non-ghost,
Yeah, non-ghosty
non-ghost
one.
or dark type.
Yeah.
Right?
It says a kick from the hardened tips of this Pokemon's legs leaves a wound in the opponent's body and soul that will never heal.
I like those though.
Yeah.
I like this.
I think
genre
this is
of
this thing is kind of cool.
irreparable damage. You're not
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, but
you're
you're never
maimed.
getting over this one.
No.
You're never recovering.
No.
No, I think it's quite
I
quite
like
cool.
that. Yeah.
Too bad none of us will ever use Sarina.
I still won't use it
Yeah.
with her big old legs.
Oh, this one I thought was very cool.
really?
This is Yveltal or
Yveltal.
Yveltal.
The one Pokemon I can never fucking
You
say.
can't ever say it right.
No.
I don't feel like anyone has ever pronounced this Pokemon's name out loud.
No. It's all this saliva gets produced in my throat when I say it.
I think this one's kind of metal.
Okay.
When its life comes to an end, it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. So if Yveltal dies, that's fucking the end of the world. Everything dies.
Wait, read one more time.
When Yveltal's life comes to an end,
Right.
it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more.
Wow. So it kills
It
everything
kills
that was
literally
alive.
everything. I think that's crazy.
Wow. That's nuts. dude.
That's nuts, man.
You better catch him.
You better catch that thing and keep it healthy, you know?
Yeah, really.
And they're like, how long, what's the average lifespan of this bird? Oh, it lives like 10 years.
It was like 10 years, I think.
Yeah. But I think that's a great premise for like, I don't know. Like I read that and I was like, oh man, that would be really cool if like, it was just like, story about some guy who, if he dies, literally everybody else dies, right?
Wow.
And you just gotta, like, what's his story, right?
Yeah, right.
Are you gonna keep him in a little bubble all the
When
time?
yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
He can't ever get into a car.
Yeah,
really.
he can't do anything.
Can't do shit.
Yeah. No, I thought it was a cool idea.
Wow.
Hey, coming to the bells and whistles. Hey, you're talking about you
Well,
want
what
to see
if
some
it's-
productions, huh?
What if there's like it changes every single day?
Oh, you never
So,
know who it's gonna be.
It's one person on planet Earth that if they die that day, the world ends, and it changes every.
That's
clock
sick.
strikes midnight. It's a new person entirely.
That's so cool.
That's a good movie.
That's a good. Hey, a short story coming our way.
short story. Yeah.
Look at it in your local speculative fiction magazine. We're gonna put it there. All right, two more. Dusk Noir.
Dusk Noir. Were you a little idiot kid too? Like I didn't realize that was pronounced Dusk Noir.
I always said Dusk Noir or Dusk Noir.
I said Dusk Noir. Like a fucking idiot.
didn't say that.
No, I did. I was a stupid little kid.
I'd be a little embarrassed.
I didn't talk to anybody. It was okay.
Dusk Noir, with the mouth on its belly, Dusk Noir swallows its target's whole.
It's kind of funny. It's a funny image.
The soul is the only thing eaten, as Dusk Noir disgorges the body before departing. Yeah, disgorges.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, no, actually, I kind of want to get. I kind of want to get
Let's
disgorged.
get gorged, huh?
Wow. So it's like it's sort of like there are egg-eating snakes
Yeah.
that go and they have an egg and then
have
they bust the egg
Bust the egg, get the yolk, get rid
and
of
then
the rest.
spit out the fucking shell.
What I wouldn't give to have the ability to do that.
I would do it every single day.
Yeah, what a great superpower.
Oh my god.
I'd trade all my arms and legs.
That's what I'm saying. There's something about when animals eat raw eggs that looks particularly delectable.
I can't. I hate eggs. I really don't like eggs.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
You have a troubled history with eggs.
I have a troubled history with eggs.
But wouldn't you love the ability to eat raw egg?
I think it would be cool.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it'd be very helpful. Day to day. See what you get done.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Liver King.
Because
Liver King eats raw eggs.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever. You know, he didn't tell me.
What?
He's back on the juice.
No.
He's back on steroids.
No!
He's back on steroids.
What?
He's back on steroids.
What do you mean?
He's on testosterone replacement therapy. He said he said I've done no
I mean no harm.
I mean no harm. He did natty life for like 200 whatever days, most of the year. Lost 20 pounds.
Great.
And he said no, but he doesn't want to lose weight. He lost 20 pounds of muscle.
I felt like
now-
he could lose 20 pounds.
But also
No.
he had this incident with his eye
Yeah.
where he almost lost his eye.
Why?
He had some accident where
was,
he got hit in the eye.
A couple of scallywags out at sea? What?
I don't know. I think in my head, he probably dropped a big old weight on his face or something, right? That's probably what it was.
Big old liver.
Yeah, but apparently he's on the straight and narrow, and he's supposed to be healing up nicely, but he wants to get back on hormone replacement therapy, HRT, TRT.
You hate to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, but I mean, for what it's worth, I 100% go on testosterone at some point in my life.
I don't want you to.
100%.
I don't
Why
want
not?
you to.
It's a healthy thing.
I feel like you've already got enough.
No, but it's exactly. I'm
Lord.
good now, but I'm
Good
saying
grief.
when
You've got enough.
you reach a certain age where it goes away, and you need to replenish. So you
Yeah,
do it
and I
properly
said-
with the doctor. I'm not saying you need to go on gear and get all fucking Liver King.
I think when I start losing my testosterone, I watch a little bit of football. It comes all.
you throw on a dress.
I think when I lose my testosterone, I embrace it.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
God's
It's
plan.
you know what? It's time for me to be a woman. No.
Yeah. But that was my Liver King story. I'm
It's your
sorry.
Liver King story.
Because I've been meaning to say that on the podcast for weeks.
Oh, I meant to ask you this. You hear about? I saw this thing at 30-30-30. You into that?
30-30-30?
30-30-30.
What are you talking
30
about?
minutes after you wake up, you have 30 grams of protein, and then you work out for 30 minutes.
Okay.
What do you think of that? Is that
It's
something?
a little. It's an oversimplification, but if it works for people, I'm not one to knock that. That's perfect. That sounds perfectly
All right. Well,
perfectly
you start
lovely.
doing that, guys. I'm not going to do it. I don't.
Yeah, no,
I saw it on
wanna
there.
see
And I
you
was
doing
like,
it.
oh, that sounds interesting.
That's perfectly.
All right.
Perfectly great.
Last one is the one that feels obvious. It's Drift Blim. So we started with Drift Loon. We're going to end
circle.
with Full Circle.
Full
eh?
circle.
Drift Blim. Some say this Pokemon is a collection of souls burdened with regrets, silently
God.
drifting through the dust.
Good God, drifting through the dust.
I think that's kind of fun.
I guess. I
'Cause
don't know.
listen-
And so what? They're all packed in that big old balloon.
All I'm saying is, if I'm going to be a soul full of regrets,
But how?
I'd like to do it with some friends in the shape of a big balloon.
I don't know. I think when my soul, it comes time to leave this body, I would rather
Mortal coil.
because what are we but flesh and pride. I don't know, especially if I'm full of regret.
Yeah.
I don't want to be surrounded by. I don't want company.
Hey, misery loves company.
Yeah, I
it's the
suppose
old
so.
saying.
I suppose so.
You gotta fix your
It's time
your
for it's
thing
time.
here.
I apologize.
That
I know
might be
this.
a birthday
I know
present
this
coming
looks
your
like
way.
shit. No, I just need to order another one.
Yeah, well,
Need to order another one. I don't know what happened. They conked out. Looks like dog
conked
shit.
out.
Everybody make fun in the comments.
No.
The one over there. The
We
one
would never.
for the one by my computer. It still works, but we need another one. We need another one.
But that's those are all our spooky Pokédex things.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
you wanna
other
think
ones.
Of some ones
I don't-
Pokemon that scare you.
Yeah, we were talking about Incineroar before.
Yeah.
A big old muscly cat with opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Hate to see it.
Yeah,
Hate to see
you want to go 1-1-1-1?
Yeah, let's do one. Okay, so
Okay.
you got Incineroar. What's
Yeah,
a
I'm
Pokemon
sitting on one that
What's the Pokemon that scares me?
Yeah.
Let me think. I think I'm kind of scared of it's a goofy way, but
Like think about if you were in the Pokemon universe
Yeah.
and you saw the Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one that spits up the Pokemon? It's the bird. The
Oh, Cramorant?
Cramorant. That thing kind of freaks me out.
does
I gotta
freak
be
me out.
honest. It's it's big old dead eyes. And it's dip it into the thing. It's got Pikachu in its mouth.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't know
know.
what's
Something scares me about that.
Something really weird.
Yeah.
Another one similarly.
Yeah.
You're gonna expect me to say Conkeldurr,
Okay.
but Girder. Imagine seeing Girder in
Just a veiny little rat.
just
huh?
a veiny guy. He's got like a weird vein afro
Yeah.
and long arms and fucking he's humanoid. He'd have
Yeah.
skin.
No, honestly, a lot of the fighting type Pokemon
Fighting
freak
type.
me
Like
out a
there's
little bit.
like imagine seeing a real life Machamp.
Yeah.
Like ew.
God.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know if it's just in the vein of fighting types. I don't know if it's scary as much as it kind of makes me sad. But Annihilate, you ever like read into Annihilate stuff?
Is scary.
It's scary, but it kind of makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
In that it's like because obviously Primeape has to die to
Right.
become Annihilate, right? Like we
Right.
know that's the thing. But if you look at I've seen like the decks, I've seen like on Instagram they've made art of it, which is kind of cool. I wish I could plug it. But they like say in the dex entry it says Annihilates come from when Primeapes get so angry that they die.
Oh my gosh.
They get so angry that they cardiac arrest or whatever. They just
conk out.
they conk out, and it says in its final moments it finds peace. That's written in the dex entry. I read that. I was like, that's shocking.
That's a little dumb though. It's a little stupid.
That made me. I had to pause for a second when I read that. I was like, oh no, that's so upsetting.
Oh, dude. Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
No, similarly, like all like the weird, like seeing a Slaking has got to be trippy. Seeing a big ass, like a Pinsir has got to be scary.
Yeah.
A big
The
old,
bugs,
even a
the
hair
little
across, a
bugs are
Galvantula,
spooky. Yeah.
a Centiskorch.
I feel like Galvantula is kind of cute though. I mean, maybe if you saw it in real life.
Are you one of those people that could hold a tarantula on your hand?
I know I did when I was young.
I wouldn't do it. You couldn't pay me
Yeah.
enough money.
I probably wouldn't do it now, but I know I went to a birthday party where I held a tarantula.
What
I
changed?
don't know, but tarantulas aren't venomous, right?
It's not about. Be very clear. It has nothing to do with the fear of losing your life. I'm perfectly aware that a tarantula will not and cannot kill me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with a grasshopper. I'm not holding a grapper.
I weirdly feel, maybe I'm just saying this because I don't have one in front of me, but I feel like because tarantulas are kind of fuzzy and big, it's something about that it feels like you're holding a hamster or something.
Well,
like
that's
that.
kind of what I was saying. But you say you wouldn't hold one.
I know. I probably wouldn't. I'm trying to be honest with you, but I'm like, oh, maybe this is why people aren't so scared. Like, I weirdly am.
Some people love them.
Yeah, I'm weirdly not as scared. Like, I'm more scared of like I don't know. Yeah, like a grasshopper than
hate a grasshopper.
a tarantula. or
Grasshopper,
something
a
like that.
dragonfly.
Or like a little tiny spider. I always feel like I'm seeing like a black widow or something like that.
Wow.
Because as like a kid, I was scared every spider was a black widow.
That's crazy.
I thought every spider was a black widow. I was
Wow.
like, oh shit, I gotta
No,
get away from that.
it's really demonstrates how stupid I am because it never has anything to do with me, any fear of getting poisoned or anything like that. It's just ugh.
Yuck.
You know, I hate it. A cockroach. Ugh.
Cockroach. No,
A
cockroaches
cricket.
are bad.
A fucking cricket.
Cockroaches are bad.
I don't want a cricket.
Or you know what? You know what?
I can't be around a cricket.
Oh, you know what it is? It's like a stick bug.
A praying mantis.
I think praying mantis. I wouldn't want to touch one, but I think praying mantises are cool. Stick bugs feel really fucking gnarly.
They
to
all-
me.
they
I'm like,
all-
because some of them are huge. Some of them are so big.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that would
I
freak
hate
me
a
out.
big ass fucking. Oh, that makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
Moth, a nice fuzzy pom pom
fu-
moth. Oh,
Big fuzzy pom pom.
oh my
Big
god.
knockers on that moth.
Speaking of knockers, a quaquaval, that's got to be scary when you see that sight.
I know the humanoid ones are a
Weird.
little
An
uncanny
Inteleon?
valley. Yeah, thinking about that tall fucking skinny lizard that's walking around.
Good God.
Because you've also seen Inteleon crawls on 4 legs. How fucking frightening would that be? Running after you.
Yeah, the big giant. They have big giant eyes too. There's something creepy about something with big
Eyes, skinny limbs. That's
Ooh.
how you get me. I'm scared of that. No, I don't like that one bit.
No.
What's an obvious one? Kind of Mr. Mime. If I saw Mr. Mime,
It's gotta be freaky.
I think I'd be pretty scared. Jinx, I'd be pretty scared of if I saw something like that.
No, big time. All those are good. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of like a random-ish one that you'd be like,
Yeah.
you'd be afraid of that one, and I'd be like, yeah, I would.
You're like,
trying to
you're
think.
like Oranguru.
No, Oranguru is pretty fine. Yveltal has to be a
Yeah,
scary
it'd be
sight.
scary to see.
Yveltal.
Yveltal.
He's probably get pissed.
We also we don't have a lot of experience
his
with
name.
giant animals, but I feel like
Yeah.
when my dad tells a story about like when he was abroad, like when he
Yeah.
when he was in Africa, they were in a boat and they got chased by a hippo. I tell you, like
Hippos are
that's
dangerous, bro.
Hippos are crazy.
Hippos are
I bet I
dangerous.
would freak the fuck out if I like saw a hippo like running at me.
Yeah, really.
Because that's like because you just don't you're not used to seeing something as big as that.
Right.
Like you see the videos of when you see how big a moose is.
I was gonna say a moose.
Like a moose. Huge.
Moose are fucking
Something
massive.
dystopian looking about that. Like it's
Yeah.
taken over the world.
It's like what?
Yeah.
Why? How did they get that way?
Yeah. Why do they look
How
like
did they
that?
get that way?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand evolution.
Yeah. No, I don't get it.
I think I'm a creationist. I think God created
Yeah,
Adam and Eve,
yeah.
and that's all she wrote.
It was all in 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? No,
No, I got nothing else. I hope everybody has a happy Halloween or
Yeah.
had one.
Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening on any of the audio apps, whether it's Apple, Spotify, if you're listening on what's that Halloween movie? I had one prepared. HocusPocus.net.
Hocus.net.
Yeah, there you go.
Halloween Town.
Yeah, Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Leave a 5-star review. If you don't leave a 5-star, 4-star is fine. If you want to leave a 3-star, don't do that. It's
Don't
Halloween.
do it to me, please.
It's festive. Have
My leg is
have a
hurting.
Snickers. Leave a comment. Hey, we need questions. We don't have any questions.
I know we don't have any questions.
Yeah, leave a
It's
comment.
sad.
We'll answer, and we respond to every comment. We respond to every question. Remember, we're trying to see how many women actually watch us. So come out
Yeah,
of the
if
woodwork.
you're,
Come out of the
if
woodwork.
you're-
We're
get this
curious.
fly here.
I don't know. There's one stray fruit fly.
Uh-huh.
What's the next topic? If you
Teespring? Did we get-
yeah, if you want to say if I said comment, like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, listen on the audio apps. If you want to say, hey, screw all that, just take our money, go to our Teespring down in the description below. You buy a T-shirt, knapsack, a sticker, all the things you want. If you want to do that, we have plenty of other shit, don't we?
Yeah, we got plenty of other shit. All the shit that we've talked about before, we're moving it on to this channel. I'm thinking of putting, the other 3 ways to survive up tomorrow, maybe. I don't know if that, ruins.
Probably
the
not a good
posting.
idea.
Probably not a good idea.
Probably done.
I wanted to do it before Halloween. I never did.
Oh, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
do
on
it tomorrow.
Halloween,
Yeah,
right?
I'm thinking that the podcast gets released tomorrow. It doesn't.
Yeah. So, Yeah, we're gonna do something like we're gonna put the 2 other 3 Ways to Survives up the one other one on this channel. We're gonna, I guess, slowly start moving the another fucking Let's Play stuff over. I don't know, or
We'll
maybe
figure it out. It's all that'll.
we'll start doing the streaming stuff. I promise, guys, it's so close. It really is. I'm gonna
close.
keep, I'm gonna keep edging you on.
So
See
close
what's
yet
going on.
so
Yet so far, huh? I got this monitor, so why not?
One step at a time.
One step at a time is what I always say, huh?
Yeah, you do say that often.
Yeah. And besides that, is there any other? What else do I say? I feel like we're out of practice with this. Stuff.
We're not in a rhythm.
Yeah, we're not in a
We're
rhythm.
not in a
with
rhythm.
it.
And then right when we gain another rhythm,
Yeah.
you're gonna go to Cincinnati.
I am. I'm going to Cincinnati, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what it is. We'll figure
It
it
is
out.
what it is. We'll figure it out.
I feel like I had one more thing to say, but I don't remember what it was. All right, got anything else to say?
Got nothing else to say.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye. For this
All right,
one,
what do you want to do for the intro?
For this one, I think I just walked in slow.
Okay, cool.